What's up, chat? We are back with another video. I told you we'll be back. We have the patch notes for season 5 with your boy Gambit. And let's start off with this little intro. It says season 5 is here and the Marvel Rivals universe is more dynamic than ever. With new powers awakening, alliance shifting, and rivalries burning hotter than a phoenix flame, every hero faces a new challenge. Will you rise to the occasion or feel the heat of the Nerf hammer? Let's break down who's getting powered up and who needs to recalibrate their strategy. Okay, let's see. Let's start off with the Vanguards. Alright, so let's see what they did to Angela. Angela, the hand of heaven sharpens her edge, bringing even slightly greater threat to the battlefield. Okay. Increased movement speed of Assassin's Charge, accelerated dash state. So you just move faster, that's good. And her ultimate has more health. So her ultimate has more health and she moves faster whenever she has her Assassin's Charge active or whatever. So Angela getting a slight buff, pretty good. This one right here for Captain America seems incredible. Freedom Charge, ultimate ability. I've already seen some of these, but you know, I've still got to make a video over it. But Freedom Charge, ultimate ability, new effect. Within allies within its path gain a 30% boost to ultimate energy charge efficiency. So it doesn't just charge up your ult. It seems like if you do what's appropriate while you're on the Captain America, you know, ult path or whatever, then you get that 30% boost. But getting that 30% boost, can you imagine if everybody does their job and Captain America ults? Everybody is going to ult because everybody's getting their ults a lot faster than they should be all of a sudden, you know. So it's just gonna be a symbol, Gambit never folds, feel the wrath of the goddess. Like, it's gonna sound like that because Captain America is giving everybody ult charge at a 30% boost. Man, so good, so good. It seems like you're going to have to run 2 tanks. If not, you're going to slowly run out of value during a match because tanks just give your team so much. Okay. Now we got Groot. The gentle giant gets tougher. Ironwood wall new effect, gain unstoppable status when within 15 meters of awakened ironwood walls. Sick. Sick. Unstoppable the entire time you're close to your biggest tree or your biggest wall. I'm pretty sure that's the biggest wall you have. And being within 15 meters of your biggest wall means that if you use your wall to like block off people or whatever, you lose that unstoppable. So you gotta, with Groot, you gotta pick and choose. You know, do you want to use this wall to, you know, heal yourself and give yourself unstoppable, and you want to use this wall to block off line of sight? You know, it just makes you rethink your strategy. But I like the buff to the tanks so far. All right, here we go. We got the Hulk. The Green Goliath's protection game goes Gamma. Gamma Burst new effect. Each direct hit reduces indestructible guard cooldown by 1 second. Oh, okay, cool. So just quality of life. Seems like if you do a whole bunch of your skill shots, your Hulk will have a greater impact, so that's good. All right, now we got Magneto. Oh yeah, I actually heard about this. Max amplifies his shield frequency for both self and allies. I heard about this. Did Magneto even need this? Did Magneto need this? Okay. Alright. Separate the cooldowns of Metal Bulwark and Iron Bulwark, whatever. Now activating one won't send the other on cooldown. They reduce the health of the shields to 200 from 250 to 200, but having 2 bubbles theoretically instead of 1 bubble. Man, you used to only be able to get that if you activated it correctly with the team up. Now you just always have it. Magneto. All right. Penny Parker. SP Doctor's pilot. I don't know if they're Spider. That's Spiders. Spider's pilot takes teamwork to the next level. Allies and Penny's cyberwebs now receive the same healing over time and a movement boost effect as her. Movement boost for allies is 25%. Healing is 15 per second. Ally excess healing converts into bonus health up to 25. So freaking cool. So Penny Parker is just nuts. All the tanks are just for the team. All right, the thing. Ben Grimm doubles down on defense and offense. Embattled Leap. Remove damage reduction from single leap target. Now grants 20% damage reduction to all allies within 5 meters of its landing point. Okay. Reduce damage reduction to self from 25 to 20. Okay, so that's awesome. So again, the tanks are here for the team. Like, if he uses this cooldown, the Embattled Leap, if he uses this cooldown, whenever he lands, everybody takes 20 less damage. If he uses Battle Blitz, all enemies take 20% more damage. They're 20% vulnerable. So he uses this ability right here. Then all your teammates, if you know they're within range, all your teammates get 20% damage reduction. If he uses this ability right here, all the enemies are now 20% more vulnerable to damage. And if he uses Stone Haymaker, it deals bonus damage equal to 8% of enemies' max health per hit. Gain bonus health equal to damage dealt up to 100. So I don't know if that's better or worse than what he was having. We'll have to see, because I mean, the thing isn't really, I don't know if you want to attack other tanks with the thing, but usually whenever you have some of these stat bonuses and percentages are involved instead of just flat numbers, then it scales depending on how much health the target has. So right here it says 8% of enemies max health per hit. The certain characters that have this are characters like Wolverine, Iron Fist. These characters have a percentage type damage, and the more health their target has, the more damage these characters do. That's why Iron Fist and Wolverine are really good against tanks. But now with the wording of this, I'm not really sure how it works, but by the way it sounds, you know, he might do a little bit more damage to tanks than, you know, most tanks do. So you might have to rethink your strategy. That's all for the Vanguards. All right, let's check out the Duelist. Okay, we got Hawkeye. Clint's precision packs a slightly bigger punch. Increase Archer's focus maximum bonus damage from 75 to 90. So just buffing Hawkeye, pretty cool. Mr. Fantastic. Reflexive rubber can now be used during inflated state after reaching 100 elasticity. Pretty cool. I'm pretty sure Mr. Fantastic players will enjoy that. They remove the bonus health though whenever he gets all swollen fat. Oh, excuse me. And instead now he gains a one-time heal of 350 health. Okay, that actually sounds kind of crazy, because you can just do that whenever you're one shot and temporarily just use that 350 health to, you know, do your thing. And of course it's what should be, it does say, which is removed upon exiting the inflated state. But yeah, that's something that you just trigger. So that's actually really good for Mr. Fantastic. All right, for Phoenix, adjust Cosmic Flames maximum fall off at 30 meters from 60% to 70%. So that just kind of seems like a nerf. It's fine though. It's not going to slow her down. Spider-Man, reduce web clusters energized time from 2.5 seconds to 2 seconds. What? Okay. Increase amazing combo damage from 60 to 70. So what is that? The uppercut? So the uppercut does 10 more damage, which will just help you clean up stuff. And I believe the web clusters is how you like web sling and stuff. So you pretty much have more webs and you do more damage on the final hit. So Spider-Man should be a little bit smoother. Squirrel Girl, increase burst acorn damage from 100 to 110. Okay. I'm not a Junkrat fan or a Squirrel Girl fan at all. So these type of changes are annoying. Storm. Aurora empowers her allies with even greater force. So increased weather control, thunder damage boost to allies goes to 12%, up from 10. And then whenever you activate the ability, it goes from 12 to 15. So pretty much her existing in the map gives everybody a 5% increase in damage. Incredible. Incredible. That's the same amount of damage increase that anchor characters get. Whenever you're the team anchor, they usually get a 5% damage boost for the season. Well, as long as this stays the way it is, Storm gives everybody that boost every time she activates her ability. Now everybody just gets a 5% every, what is it, 12-second cooldown or whatever. Everybody gets the damage boost passive. That's another way to look at it. So Storm, you can't sleep on it. And they only did the thunder damage boost. They didn't do the one where it slows down your movement speed. So maybe for Storm, if you want to increase the damage of your team, pick Storm. And she'll make your whole team do 5% more damage. Oh, so sick. All right, the Punisher. Frank Castle loses his team up anchor bonus, but gains raw power. Okay, so increase his health. Okay, I guess so. Adjust adjudication maximum fall off at 40 meters from 75% to 85%. So at far ranges, he can't just beam you like he used to. Increase pellet fired per deliverance round from 14 to 60. And he just got more ammo per pellet fire. I guess that's his ult. So nasty. So Punisher just rounded out pretty good. Wolverine. Increased Savage Claw's percentage damage for each point of range from 0.045% to 0.057%. So remember I was telling you guys about these damage-based characters that are percentages? This right here pretty much means that for each point of range, the percentage of damage that he does has slightly gone up. It looks like they increased it by 0.007%, and that might not seem, wait, is that point? No, that's 12%. I'm sorry, they increased it by 0.012%. 0.012%, and you would think that's small or minuscule, but within a team fight, it's a whole bunch. They also did the same thing for Vicious Rampage, and reduced Feral Leap cooldown from 15 seconds to 12 seconds. So Wolverine's back. Wolverine's like right there with Iron Fist. If you don't like Iron Fist, if you like Wolverine, he's just as good as a viable option as Iron Fist. Now, Iron Fist is really, really good right now in season 4.5, so Wolverine is going to be just as good in season 5, so that's great to hear. Now, on to the strategists. Adam Warlock. All right. Adam's cosmic control and ultimate impact are enhanced. All right, Adam Warlock. I have a Lord Adam Warlock, by the way. You don't see a lot of those, but I have an Adam Warlock that's a Lord, so holla at me. Increase soul flight speed from 6 meters per second to 12. So double the speed at what he flies whenever he dies. That ability where he dies and got the ghost astral projection form. That right here, they just said double his movement speed while he's doing that. So that's awesome. And that's also a buff for his ultimate, because while you're in his ghost form or soul flight form, you can also res your teammates. So you can use this to fly around the map really quickly, pick up all your teammates, and then res yourself. Reduce karmic revival. Oh, and his ultimate is, oh wow, okay. So they reduced the cost of his ultimate, so you're gonna get Adam Warlock's ultimate more, and it made it to where the range for picking up people has been extended by 5 meters. So I get to move around faster when I die, and if I ult, I have more range to pick up allies, and I get my ult quicker. So Adam Warlock, we might be playing with you if they keep banning Gambit. If Gambit gets banned, Adam Warlock, hey, Holla at me. Okay, now let's do Cloak and Dagger. The dynamic duo's durability increases, so their health just goes to 275. That's annoying. Invisible Woman. Increase orb projection hit damage from 25 to 30. Wow. Projectile maximum range from 30 meters to 35. OMG. And projectile speed from 120 to 150. Is the Invisible Woman a god? What is this? Is she an Omega level? This is our primary fire. Her primary fire right here is nuts. Nuts. Okay. Increased force physics length from, oh my god. So if she pushes or pulls you, you go an extra 5 meters. So they just made her push or pull way stronger. Guardian Shield, new effect. If no Guardian Shield is present, if no Guardian Shield is present, that's that little circular shield that she uses to heal people and block damage. Pressing the recall key now deploys a shield in front of Invisible Woman. Excellent. So she can heal herself at will now. You know, she ain't gotta put the shield on a teammate and then walk through it. She can just put the shield in front of herself at will and heal herself. And putting the shield right in front of you, if you time it right, you can block like ultimate. So, you know, you say disappear or whatever with the, you know, Susan Storm, and then Magneto tries to nuke you with something. If you time it right, recall, put that shield right in front of you, you're gonna hear that glass break and that whole Magneto didn't affect you at all. So Invisible Woman's gonna be really good season 5. Alright, Loki. The Trickster God gets trickier and tougher. Increased base health from 250 to 275. Okay, so increases health. A little annoying. Adjust mystical missiles damage fall off at 3 meters from 50% to 80%. Okay. New effect. Oh, that was the old effect. Adjusting. Okay, new effect. Now heals direct. Okay, now heals directly hit allies for an extra 10 health. So, skill shots with Loki heal more. So that's respectable now. You know, at least I can respect the character now. And last but not least, we have Rocket Raccoon. Rocket's support ability and firepower are slightly tuned up. Reduce BRB's cooldown from 45 seconds to 40. So his res comes back 5 seconds sooner. Increase repair mode maximum count from 5 to 7. And projectile speed from 60 meters per second to 70 meters per second. So I believe repair mode is the little orbs that you shoot that heals your teammates. You don't get 5, you get 7, and they move faster. Increased bombard mode projectile speed from 150 meters per second to 180 meters per second. Bombard mode. Projectile speed. I'm not really sure what that is. I'm guessing that's his primary fire, or I might have them switched. But if any projectile speed that's faster on Rocket Raccoon is a buff, so Rocket got a nice set of buffs. So Rocket, y'all about to eat. And then a new team up abilities. We have the Blade of Khonshu. These aren't really good to explain without a visual representation because they don't have any numbers. But yeah, that is the patch notes. Everything looks incredible. I love the versatility and the strategy-based team focus that Marvel Rivals is trying to reach for. Again, not having 2 tanks every match just seems awful. Like Angela makes it to where her ultimate has more health, so that just helps everybody. Captain America gives everybody more ult. Oh my. Groot is just unstoppable at all times. What? The Hulk gets cooldown reduction. Magneto gets 2 bubbles. Penny Parker heals and gives everybody a heals and a movement speed. The Thing gives everybody damage reduction and makes the enemies vulnerable to damage. Like, oh my gosh. I didn't see anything for Emma Storm, but you don't need anything for Emma. Wow, what a list. Well, thank you, chat, for watching. Stay tuned for all things Hero Shooter here on World Famous TV, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.